Hello everyone and welcome. This is Christine with Pattercrafts, and today I am here with a design team project for Scrapping for Less. Today we'll be using the stamp set from Sunny Studio and the coordinating die. This is a bundle you can find on their website. It's That Sucks. And we'll also be using the Spring Fling 6x6 paper pad. I'll quickly just kind of flip through this. I'm looking for the piece that I want to use, but also give you an idea of all the really fun, beautiful spring/Easter pattern papers in here. I absolutely love this pattern paper pad. So the rest of those are just kind of duplicates of what you've already seen, and I've decided to kind of use this like zigzaggy chevron type multicolored paper. So I'm going to cut down what I need to die cut with my rectangle stitched die, but I'm going to put that aside because I do have some more die cutting to do. Now I have a piece of watercolor paper already cut down, and we are going to just do some ink smooshing on this. So I grabbed some dusty Concord and just kind of smushed it onto my mat. I couldn't find my sprayer, so I just used my water brush and pushed some of that ink color on there. So once I have my dusty Concord on, I'm going to go ahead and do worn lipstick. This pattern paper has some really pretty purples and pinks and blues, so to try to copy those colors, I'm using the dusty Concord worn lipstick. And then I'll be bringing in some peacock feathers, but just for some hearts that I'll add to this little piece. So I went ahead and smushed it into my worn lipstick. And now I'm just trying to pick up some of the small little dots, and I didn't have enough, so you saw I just brought my water brush in and kind of smeared that around to add some more dots so that the areas would look more like a splatter effect on my watercolor paper. So now that that is done, we're going to go ahead and bring it back in. This is where I bring in the peacock feathers, and this heart that I'm using is found in the stamp set. And we're just going to go ahead and with each of these three colors, I am just adding a bunch of hearts, pretty much staying just to the right where all my ink smooshing is. To the left is where I will add my sentiment. So once those are all set, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my MFT Extreme Black Ink. You could use any ink that you want. This just happens to be one of my favorites at the moment. So I'm using from the stamp set, it's kind of a few different ways you could word this. I wanted it to say, without you, my life would suck. But you could also say, like, my life would suck without you. You can kind of do whatever you want to do, what works for you. The way I worded it on my card is probably more how I would speak. So that's why I chose that. So then I went ahead and grabbed the vacuum image from the stamp set, and I'm going to go ahead and color that with some Copic markers. For the gray on the vacuum, I am using my cool grays. So these would be C5, it's the darkest. C3 is my middle, and then I'm using C1 as my lightest color. So just go ahead, add the dark to where I think it's, I want it to have a little bit of a shadow, and go ahead and blend those all together. Didn't really take too long. Then I kind of went up to the handle where I thought there would be a little bit of the metal for the vacuum. So since I only used the peacock feathers for the hearts, I decided to bring in a similar color for my vacuum. So I did grab some BGs. I kind of experimented here a little bit because I wasn't sure what was going to be the darkest. My markers are not necessarily organized, so I found the BG09, and that ends up being the darkest, but you'll see I kind of play around a little bit here, and I'm using this BG72, which it definitely has like a sort of a grayish undertone to it, but if that's even the right word, but it wasn't going to be dark enough. So I brought in again that BG9 or BG09, and I'm also using a little BG15. So once I have that done, I went ahead and die cut that out. And we're going to go ahead and put the card together. So I have trimmed down my pattern paper. Here is my color watercolor piece. And I'm using lots of foam tape on this because the part that I watercolored on, or did the ink smooshing, is very warped. So we're just going to go ahead and use lots of foam tape. Once that's done, I brought in a white gel pen. I was thinking about doing some ink splatters, but I don't really have any white paint or anything to do that. So I basically just used the white gel pen to mimic doing that sort of technique. So I'm adding my vacuum with more foam tape. So this is kind of a thick card. And then we're going to bring in some sparkle. So first I'm using this Spectrum Noir glitter brush. I absolutely love this. It is so gorgeous. And at the end I'll show you a close-up and you'll be able to really see it. And then I'm just using some clear Nuvo drops. I think these are the Morning Dew. I think that's the color. I'll link it in the description below. But that is it for today's card. Simple, really cute. I'm really happy with it. So thank you so very much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more and you're not already, please hit that subscribe button. But until next time, everyone, have a great day. Thank you. Bye.